Did you know that we are literally made new again every 7 years? Our bodies show us that we are designed to wholly make new, and we are meant to evolve together with our new selves. To evolve means to change, to leave behind the past version of self. Because we are designed to evolve, we are meant to change. To evolve is about embracing a new present moment in front of us. It's unfamiliar. Anything unfamiliar makes us feel uncomfortable. Stepping into our new selves, trying something new, opening up to new ideas, changing your diet, for example, if you are vegan, may be very uncomfortable for you. There are others, for example, putting yourself out there in a new social environment, being vulnerable with another human, being your authentic self, letting go of your past, your desires, or your sense of control, changing a new lifestyle habit, and growing into a higher version of yourself, indeed feels really uncomfortable. Think of any time you move forward with courage instead of insecurities or just some uncomfortable feelings. Your confidence actually leveled up. What you did there was that you leaned into the discomfort. You actually lean into the infinite growth opportunities. What if we don't accept this discomfort in every new moment? A new high, a new growth opportunity. Chances are we will find ourselves stuck in life. When you embrace discomfort, aka a newfound familiarity from the unfamiliar, which is to let go of the need to hold on to some certain knowing, the need to be perfect, because that is indeed scary, vulnerable, and uncomfortable, we choose to embrace our new selves. And we have to embrace this discomfort of uncertainty that comes with it. The truth is that you never really know. You never really know until you actually put yourself to do the thing. Go through the process, which can be uncomfortable. Sometimes uncertainty can look like not knowing what step to take to advance your relationship, your health, or your career. Or it can look like that you have an honest inventory with yourself of how you feel about everything happening in your life and actually allow yourself to process all the feelings. Or it can look like that you are trying to understand what went wrong and figuring out what your action plan is in order to make it right, all of which indeed are very uncomfortable in the first place. Embracing uncertainty is what allows us for the pursuit of the change that speaks to our light, of the change we really want in our lives, but we have to do things uncomfortable first. All changes, including the good ones, will be uncomfortable until it becomes familiar. But you know what? Here is about opening up to challenges, aka discomfort. A lot of the time, familiarity is holding you back from growth and self-discovery. That's why sometimes we get stuck, because whenever we enter a new phase of our lives, we have to allow our bodies to adjust to their new sense of normality. It's allowing ourselves to be uncertain, to be imperfect, and to feel uncomfortable. But it's also understanding in those phases and knowing your discipline principles, being willing to put yourself out there and seeing the discomfort as a challenge for yourself. We can be intentional with this discomfort of whatever that might be for you and see it as a challenge you choose for yourself. Ask yourself, what are you willing to feel uncomfortable about? What are you willing to pour all your energy for the challenge? With work, starting a new project, trying something new, or something outside of your comfort zone. You do something that you normally wouldn't is a challenge and a growth opportunity. In relationships, opening up to be vulnerable, initiating intimate, intentional conversation is an uncomfortable experience, yet it's also a growth opportunity. With health, when you choose to listen more of your body instead of trying to go extreme training, might be very uncomfortable for you. Changing your lifestyle habits can be a challenge. Maybe with friendship, letting go of a friendship that don't serve you is a very uncomfortable experience. Maybe it's traveling, going somewhere you have never been before. It's uncomfortable, it's uncertain, or traveling alone or with people might be a challenge for you. Every discomfort hinders a challenge and it's a growth opportunity. Every now and then, we are designed to make new. We are meant to adapt to a new version of yourself in your new presence of life. Every single time, every single chance is a challenge, whether you realize it or not, whether you agree or disagree with it. Anything that is unfamiliar is going to be uncomfortable. Accepting that this discomfort as a challenge takes guts. But guess what? The life you're living is an ongoing revealing of new moments, new coming. Does that mean that we will encounter unfamiliarity and discomfort? The truth is, yeah. But what's beautiful is that once you acknowledge the discomfort, growth is possible. Growth is endless. Because every new moment is growth. I think it's also a practice for life. It can be as simple as making a space to consciously feel the discomfort, yet it's an uncomfortable experience. But the goal is really to let your system meditate on the discomfort. Put yourself in an environment that is uncomfortable and unfamiliar. When you no longer resist any uncomfortable feeling or the discomfort of change, something magical happens. You find light. You find peace. It's growth. Small moments like these, it represents growth in a new presence, and it all counts. You will realize that fear is not going to protect you, but your action is. Because a lot of the change isn't a lovely ascension into comfort, and every experience becomes well once and forevermore. We are going to feel uneasy pushing past our self-imposed limitations, breaking boundaries and becoming who we dreamed of becoming. It will always be hard at first. It will mean that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone so you can leap towards the person that you want to be. Because what you wanted will keep you so accountable for the discomfort you allow yourself to learn, unpack, and process. That discomfort will condition you become the person that you're meant to be. It's not always as easy as it sounds. It all boils down to what we want to create in our lives, with intentions and clarity. It is what is going to make your action so accountable. In that sense, discomfort motivates you more than you could imagine. When you prepare yourself to do all the work to thrive in the discomfort, nothing is impossible for you. It becomes unbelievably powerful to make this your default. Ask yourself regularly what you find challenging, and what is it that you want to challenge yourself with. Your zone of comfort and discomfort will change over time, but it's your highest best to acknowledge and identify the discomfort. Sometimes it's allowing it to be there, why you don't react to it. Other times, it means choosing a better option. Healing is uncomfortable. It is the most uncomfortable, but such an important thing that you will ever do. When you are on the way of becoming someone entirely new, becoming someone you've ever dreamed of, it is not comfortable. It is not comfortable for your present self. It requires you to take an honest inventory of your core desires, your true needs. Irrational fear is a defense mechanism. It is what we do when we care about something so much. We are equally terrified that it could hurt us, so we prepare to fight for it. What is the opposite of fear? It's what you want. It's what you want so much that you go to the ends of your sanity to defend it. When you are clear on what you don't want, you will do anything required to get you the things that you do want, even if it means to do something very outside of your comfort zone. Healing reveals true change required to meet your deepest desires and your higher self. It won't make you the person that you dreamed of unless you change and do the work of what that means. Stop comparing yourself and living your true authenticity. Doing things that spark your joy, it's somehow unfamiliar and uncomfortable. Let's be real. Living a disciplined, boundaried life is uncomfortable. Not just with work, but with life, with relationships, with all areas of life that means to you. It's about making the uncomfortable decision to stay with this discomfort, and you choose differently. It's at the end of what we are most uncomfortable with. It reveals what is meant for us, which is growth, healing, acceptance. It's no longer about trying to sanitize your experience and to make it until it's perfect. It's not about that anymore. Sometimes healing looks like it's learning about our toxic traits, self-sabotaging tendencies, and creating boundaries for ourselves. Our lives and actions are controlled by our principles and disciplines. It's the fundamental truth that we can use to build the foundation of our lives. When you are clear about them, you can build your life from a genuine, healthy place. Through self-discipline, you can start working towards the goals that support what you do and do not want to experience. And that will make you the calmest, happiest version of yourself. Remember, the greatest gift that life will hand you is discomfort. It's trying to show you where you're capable of more, deserving of better, able to change, or meant for greater things that you have right now. In almost every case, it's simply informing you that there's more out there for you, and it's pushing you to go pursue it. Here's a pro tip. Whenever you step outside of your comfort zone, aka is the phase to have the courage to be disliked. Check in with your gut instinct, which aligns all of your interests, your values, what your energy is telling you, your bodily sensation of what has presented to you, and then making a decision based on this information. At the end of the day, your inner peace is guiding you who you're meant to be.